Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel The Code Studio. So today's widget of the day is Navigation Rail. Well, this widget can be termed as a creative alternative to bottom navigation bar. Well, this material widget is meant to be displayed at the left or the right side of an app to navigate between a small number of pages, or you can say typically between 3 to 5 pages. So this is how navigation rail widget looks like. So the anatomy of this widget is like it is having a container, and by default it is having also floating action button just like any bottom navigation bar would have. It is having the tab items known as destinations, and each destination is having a text label, and we can also provide a divider which is optional. So this widget does not have a specific slot allotted to itself in a scaffold. That's why it is usually used on the first or the last element of a row, which defines the app scaffold body. The main content is needed to be wrapped by an expanded widget such that it takes up the whole of the remaining space. Let us see the syntax of the navigation rail. Well, the navigation rail is having same working attributes just like bottom navigation app bar. Well, here you can have a selected index, on destination selected. Here on destination selected means the tab which is selected. Well, it is having a label type property. This property can be used to show or hide the text of the labels. And below we are having the property destinations, where we will be below that we are having a property destination. This property consists a list of navigation rail destination objects. So in this tutorial we'll see how to add this dependency and how to import this package and how to use this widget in our Flutter application. So let's get started. Here, as you can see, I have already created one Flutter project. So first we'll implement this dependency in our pubspec.yaml file and install it. After this, we'll create a screen named navigation rail. So here, after importing this navigation rail package in our screen, we'll create a class named myHomepage, which is a stateful widget. And here we have created a variable selected index which will be maintaining the state of the destination in our navigation rail. So as you can see, we are having a scaffold. Within that we are having an app bar, and in its body we are having a row in which we are having our navigation rail. As discussed earlier, this widget does not have a slot allotted in the scaffold. That's why it is used as our first element of the row, first or last element of our row. So here we have declared our navigation rail, and we have already set our state in which we will be passing our selected index. So after creating our navigation rail, we are having a property named label type. As discussed earlier, this property is responsible for the showing or hiding the text of our icons. So let us see how this property works like. Well, this property is having basically three options. First is none. So whenever you select any of the destination object, none of its label will be visible to you. Second is selected. This means which or the destination object which is selected, only the label of that object will be visible to you. And third is all. By default, the label of every destination object will be visible to you. Well, another property is group alignment. Well, this property is basically responsible for the vertical alignment of the list of our destination objects. After this, we have created our destinations. Here we have used the syntax navigation rail destination, where you can have default properties like which icon you want, the selected icon color or the selected icon, and here we are having the label. And after that, we have created a vertical divider. And as discussed earlier, the main content is needed to be wrapped by an expanded widget. So here we have created one expanded widget which is having a text, and this text will be placed in the center of that expanded widget, and whenever a destination object is selected, its index will be shown to you in this text. So here we are completed with our navigation rail widget, and after this we'll import this file in our main.dart file, and here we'll pass our my home page class as our parameter in the material app home. So after running this app, we will be having such a preview on our screen. We are having one navigation rail on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we are having an expanded widget. And in our navigation rail, we are having a row of 3 navigation rail destinations. As by default, the first destination is selected. You can see in our expanded widget, we are having a text named selected index and the index of that navigation rail destination object. Now, if you want to show this list of items in the middle of the navigation rail, then we'll just change the group alignment property. Here, the group alignment property is having the value between -1 to 1. Here, the -1.0 value will show your list of destination objects from the top of the navigation rail, and 0.0 will show them in the middle of the navigation rail, and 1.0 will show them at the trailing side of the navigation rail. So here I have changed it to -1.0, and we'll save this and run our project again. Now our list of navigation rail destination objects are starting from the top of the navigation rail. So that, and if you find this tutorial informative, then please do like and subscribe our channel. The code for this project will be available to you in the description box. So thanks for watching and keep fluttering.